Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Blooming Journal Live. It's me, Colleen, president of Century Plant Publishing, where we help small businesses find the words that resonate with their ideal clients. So today we're going to continue the series, 5 Reasons to Start a Blog and 3 Very Good Reasons Not to. So we're now on day 4, so we're on reason number 4, and that is because if you have a blog, you can repurpose it. One of the reasons I really love blogging and that it works for me, particularly as a solopreneur, a small business, is that it can be really hard to come up with ways to market your business, right? You need to, do whatever you do to stay top of mind. And part of that for every business in the modern world, of course, is social media. But it can be hard to know, like, okay, what do I post? What do I do? How do I start? And if you are active across several forms of social media, then it can be really difficult to make sure that everything is aligned, because maybe you're talking about one thing on your Insta and another thing in your TikTok or your X tweets or whatever they call X postings now. But whatever that is, it can be really hard to stay in one lane. And that's where a blog post is really great, because that can be the base. That can be the thing that you build everything else around. And so you have your blog post, which you're going to post on your blog. And if you're like a B2B business, hey, post it on LinkedIn. If you are a B2C business, post it on, on Facebook. But then you can repurpose it. You can repurpose some of the, the information to create a story on Instagram. You can repurpose it to do a quick video on TikTok. You can repurpose it to do a pretty thing and post it on Pinterest. Like, there are all kinds of ways to repurpose your blog posts. And that's in the short term, so whatever you're active on, if you have a blog, well, then it just makes it easier to know what to create. But a blog can also be great in a different way, which is, okay, blogging has a very low bar to entry. It doesn't take a lot. Most websites, if you have one of those, have blogging tools. And then all you need is, your computer or, pen and paper and time to write and revise and post the blog. And, you got to look at, getting some pictures. So free social media sites, to do that at the beginning, paid ones a little bit later. But cost of bear, that first blog post doesn't really take a lot of extra money added into your budget to do that. But let's say it's 2 years down the line, you've been a regular blog poster and you have been guests on other people's podcasts, and you think, it is time for me to start my podcast. Or you're further down the line, you're getting your speaking gigs and you're like, I need a book. I need a book to go, to take with me so that they have something tangible to take home after the speaking gig to stay connected to me, right? Those are both legit things. Well, where do you start? You start with your blog, right? You have X number of posts. Those posts together can form the backbone of your book, and, add them, expand what you talked about, and you have a book. Or conversely, for podcasts, oh, Mike, what topics have I brought up in my blog that I can bring up again in my podcast? And you're like, well, I've already talked about it on my blog. Well, it doesn't matter. Like, the people who listen to your podcast may never know you have a blog, or may discover it years later, right? And besides, they should align, right? What's in your blog and what's on your podcast should absolutely be the same stuff. So they're gonna expect that there is some overlap, right? So, and reason number 4, good reason to have a blog, is you can repurpose, repost, and reuse it all the time. All right. So thank you so much for following along with me. If you've been doing it this whole time, I'm so grateful for your time and attention. If this is your first time stopping to scroll to listen to what I have to say, I am so grateful for that. If you're interested in this, there is my also going to be in the show notes. And stay tuned, because tomorrow we have a special thing we have a launch. I'm so excited about this. And I am so excited. If you're really interested in a blog, this is going to be for you. So stay tuned. It's going to be in all of my feeds, LinkedIn and Facebook. Those are my two places. But I'm so excited for this. And thank you so much for following along, Rockstar. And remember, it is never too late to bloom. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.